We talked about how the economy affects the demand for our business. Now let's talk about how the economy affects the demand for our products. And I'm really excited about sharing some of this stuff. This is pretty cool, neat stuff. There's been a long-standing debate amongst marketeers and business owners for a long time, and it kind of goes like this. Is it better to market a product that fulfills a want, or is it better to market a product that fulfills a need? A want product's kind of like chocolate. You don't need chocolate, but you want chocolate, right? Water, it's a necessity of life. You need water. Now, those on the want camp, what they'll almost always say is, people will buy what they want before they'll buy what they need. And you know what? There is definitely some truth to that. The fact is, there's really good arguments on both sides. What's interesting about leisure travel is leisure travel has qualities of both a want product and a need product. On the need side, there's definitely something to be said for people and their quest for overall well-being, health, sanity, okay? There's some good arguments there that leisure travel does have need qualities. But I think we'd all agree that overall, leisure travel is more of a want product. But what's really interesting, when people talk about leisure travel, they don't say, I want a vacation. They say, I need a vacation. There are some want products that have a tendency to do really well in a down economy. They're counter-cyclical. One of the best examples I could show you is movies. Did you know that during down economic times, movies always increase in sales? It's always happened. As a matter of fact, right now, it's happening in a big way. One of the best performing companies on Wall Street today is Netflix. Why is it that people want to watch movies more during a down economy? That's right. Escape is the word that I heard. People are stressed out. They're looking for something to break their mind. They're looking for an escape. Now, what's the ultimate escape? A vacation, of course. The thing is, though, in a down economy, a lot of times there's some people that think, I just don't have the money to go on a vacation. Well, that's where we get to come in. We get to come in and we get to tell people, hey, listen, instead of you going and watching that movie for 2 hours and living a fantasy through that movie and watching somebody having a blast on the beach in Bahamas, with WorldVentures, I can show you how you can easily afford to go to the Bahamas. Not only that, with our Travel Dollar program, I can actually show you how you can travel for free. Now, here's the point right here that I want you to make special note of. When finances are tough, when the economy's down, the desire for leisure travel only goes up. It is higher than at any other time. Why is that? Because people are looking for and they need an escape, and a vacation is the perfect escape, okay? Now, if travel sales as an industry, if the sales do decline, which I will tell you rarely occurs, unless we're in a pretty serious recession like we are now. If travel sales as an industry go down, a couple things happen that really play to our favor. The first one has to do with our suppliers. Now, our suppliers are very different from like a traditional manufacturing company. Let's say that you owned a men's shirts manufacturing company, and the demand for men's shirts goes up. When that demand goes up, you start to produce and manufacture and sell more shirts. If the demand goes down, you produce and manufacture less shirts, right? And if you had any excess inventory, you can hold that inventory and then you can sell it later. So according to your demand, your costs will go up and down. Now, with our suppliers, it's a much different situation. And I'm talking about the hotels, the resorts, the cruise lines that we do business with. Because when the demand goes up, what do? They build more cruise ships, they build more hotels, they build more resorts. When the demand goes down, here's their costs. Demand goes down, their costs don't go down for the most part. They can't take back what they built, okay? And their inventory, their unused inventory, those hotel cabins and cruise ships, it's like perishable goods, vegetables and fruit sitting on the produce shelves. They only last for a certain time. You got to sell them or they're gone. They have the exact same situation. So this puts them in a not so good situation if travel sales go down for them. Okay, because the way we do business, or one of the ways we do business since we've launched this company, is we go out, we reach out to our suppliers, which we have really good relationships with, and we negotiate the very best prices we can in behalf of our members, and we're able to get some amazing rates because of our business model. What's happening more and more, and it's only increasing, instead of us now reaching out to them, they're calling us up. And let me tell you something, that does put us in a better negotiating position, and they are much more motivated to work with us on price. So it's a real win for us. We get better pricing. And one of the reasons why they're calling us up, by the way, is because they know we have a very unique, special ability. If there's a week or a month or whatever that is really low in sales, we have the ability to put a lot of people at that location and on those dates in a way that no other company can. So our suppliers are our partners. We get a chance to go and we help our suppliers. They need us. We fill a need. We become the hero to our suppliers. We get better pricing for our members. We become a hero for our members. And the value of the product only goes up, making it easier for you to sell the product. Now, what just recently happened that's only amplifying this situation is what Wall Street calls the AIG effect. The AIG effect, it was named after AIG receiving $85 billion in the form of a government bailout. And days later, they spent $440,000 on a luxury excursion for their executives. The government and media demonized them. They were slaughtered in the media for this, and all the publicly traded companies out there were watching very carefully. So they have put the brakes on corporate travel in a big way. Now, fortunately for us, we're a leisure travel company, so it doesn't really affect us. Who does it affect? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of 5-star and 5-diamond beautiful hotels and resorts that their number one customer are the IBMs of the world and these publicly traded companies. So again, they're in need of us more than ever. So what you can expect to see in the future is a program and pricing that's just going to continue to get better and better and better and more in need in today's times. The other thing that happens when the economy and the recession kicks in is that the consumer's purchase behavior changes. They now start to become much more price conscious, much more price sensitive. Now, what I have heard recently, and I'm certain some of you have probably heard something like this, a question that kind of goes like this. Okay, you're in the travel business, and with the economy the way that it is right now, and I've heard travel sales are down right now. Isn't that bad for your business? Well, that'd be kind of like me asking you if you're in the restaurant business. Hey, the economy's down. People are spending less money at restaurants right now. Isn't that bad for your business? Well, it kind of depends. Not if you're McDonald's. You got to see this headline. This is everywhere. The recession seems to be helping McDonald's. Their sales are surging right now. As a matter of fact, fast food restaurants as a whole are known to be countercyclical. It'd be kind of like me asking you the question, if you own a consumer goods business, if I said to you, wow, with the economy the way it is, consumer goods sales are down. Isn't that bad for your business? Well, not if you're Costco, not if you're BJ's Wholesale Club, not if you're Walmart, because they're all having amazing sales right now. This is seeming to work in their favor. Wall Street Journal, right on the cover, battered store sales. It shows these big name department stores, all their sales are down. There's one that is up. Does anybody recognize that brand? Walmart. Did you know that since then, their sales growth rate is about 3 to 4 times that, okay? And this next article talks about it. Wall Street Journal, business section. This is a quote from that article. Walmart posting its best sales performance in 9 months. Sales at stores open a year rose 5.1%, twice the rate that analysts had expected. The next article. This is my favorite article to show you. This was the cover of the money section of USA Today. Some companies say there's a recession, and it talks about how there's some companies that do well in a recession. And they feature 4 companies in this. Now, one of the companies they're talking about is Walmart, but that's not the company that they're showcasing. The company that they're showcasing is, get this, a travel, leisure, vacation company. Okay? Now, they're a much different business than ours. They're not really a competitor, but they're a travel, leisure, vacation company. That's the company that they're featuring. And this company is rocking. I mean, their 2008 sales were 57% greater than their 2007. It's not as well as we're doing, but you know, there's not a lot of companies that are growing like we are, right? Now, on this article, the picture there that's front and center, it shows this guy up high, standing tall, right? That's the owner of the leisure travel vacation company. And in this article, USA Today, they talk about the king of the recession. And I'll tell you, it's not Walmart who they're talking about. You know who they're talking about? The king of the recession. The king of the recession is this leisure travel vacation company. How strong is that? So, does that give you a little ammo when somebody's asking you about how does the economy affect our travel business? So why is this happening? Chicago Tribune, travelers won't stay home despite lots of uncertainty. And then it goes on to say, American travelers are trading down but not out. People are not giving up their vacation for the most part. They're just now more than ever conscious about price. Why is this occurring? It's pretty simple. In a down economy, when financial times get tough, the consumer's natural tendency is to move away from companies that don't have products that are competitively priced, and to move towards companies that do have products that are competitively priced. This is bad for companies like Neiman Marcus and Saks. This is good news for Kohl's and TJ Maxx. This is bad news for companies like the Sharper Image. This is good news for Best Buy. This is bad news for Mercedes. This is good news for Toyota. This is bad news for most network marketing companies. Why? Because most network marketing companies, I'm sorry, they just don't have a pricing model like we do. I mean, most companies don't have a pricing model like we do. I mean, our pricing model is more like Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco. Most network marketing companies, if you don't know this, especially if you're new to the industry, most network marketing companies are not known for having good prices. Now, there's some great companies out there that have really good quality products, but they're not known for great pricing. So this tendency for the consumer to move away to better priced companies is bad for most network marketing companies, but it's really good for WorldVentures. Very good. And this gives us a unique competitive advantage, especially in the network marketing industry. Another thing that happens with this shift in behavior that really works to our benefit in a recession, this advantage allows us to gain customers that we might not have ever gained before. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say that you are used to shopping at a high-end grocery store like a Whole Foods. And you've shopped there for years, but now all of a sudden, because of what's going on in the economy, you know, you lost your job or you're downsized or whatever happened, and now all of a sudden, money is an issue. So you decide to give the new Super Target in the neighborhood a shot. And you probably wouldn't even step foot in that Super Target if it wasn't for the economy. Now, what happens when you go there, Target now has a chance, if they do their job right, of gaining a customer for life. If when you go into that Target and you're shopping and you're like, wow, a lot of the products that I found at Whole Foods, they're available here. As a matter of fact, there's a lot more variety. The pricing is much better. I really like the atmosphere. The service is great. If that customer has the right experience, Target really has a chance of locking that customer in for life, even when the economy turns around. The same thing is happening for us. There are people that saw or heard of WorldVentures a year ago, 2 years ago, and they heard about our great pricing, but they never really even took a close look at us. Why? Because it just didn't grab their attention. Now, all of a sudden, it's important, right? And so they get involved with WorldVentures now. The hook is the good pricing. And now instead of them going to straight to the vendors like Intercontinental or Four Seasons, they're coming to us. They come for the good pricing, but then we emotionally lock them in with our social aspects and our culture and our lifestyle. Okay, so this is a big opportunity for all of us. This, any way you look at it, it's a win, and it's a win, and it's a win.